In this hand, you have King 5 of Hearts, and it's been folded to you. You're in a low stakes tournament on a large American facing site. You're going to raise this. You know you're going to raise this because if you fold it, it'd be an awfully awkward video. The big blind flats you, and the board comes 8-9-5. It is on you. It has been checked to you. Villain 8 checks to you. Do you want to check or bet? Just a few more seconds. We fire here 1.93 big blinds and a 5.85. We get called. The turn is the queen of clubs. It is checked to us. Here, would you like to check or bet? Fire again. Put pressure on them, and we get a fold. So let me talk about this spot really quickly here with you today. So first of all, I hate this board. We want high card boards when we're the pre-flop raiser. Why? We're raising with the aces, the kings, the queens, the jacks, the tens, the ace king, the ace queen. They likely would have 3-bet all those hands. So when a board comes with high cards, that's our board. We have all the sets. We have all the top pairs, top kickers. They only have goofy, mediocre pairs. We can just keep putting pressure on them and seeing what happens. When the board comes with cards between 4 and 8, not good. Because, okay, we're not raising with, say, like a 6-7 offsuit here in the hijack, but he's probably calling with it. So this is way more his board. Now, here's why I don't really care about it at low stakes. In low stakes, most of your opponents play the same basic style constantly. They only want to play a big pot with a big hand because then they never feel bad about themselves. Because if you're bluffing and you get caught, that feels awful. That's the most embarrassed anyone's ever felt at a table. The most embarrassed most of your opponents have ever felt at a poker table is getting caught bluffing. So they don't like that feeling. They're not going to do it. So usually when they play a big pot, they have a big hand. So they're going to raise 2-pair better. Most of the time, that's what they're going to have. They're going to call with the pairs. They're going to call with their draws, and they're going to fold their high cards. So what does that mean for you? This guy could make my life hell if he slow played a 6-7 or if he slow played a set on occasion. But what do most of these people do? They raise 2-pair. They raise sets because they see the flush draws and straight draws out there and they go, I really don't want to see flush draws and straight draws develop on the turn when I have a set because I'm not the type of person who can fold. So I'm going to lose a huge pot if they hit something. So what do? They fast play the sets and the 2 pairs to protect their hand and get money from their hand. So right here, when he just calls you on this board, tens, jacks, queens, kings, aces would have 3-bet you pre-flop. A set, a straight, a 2-pair likely check raises you on this board. So what is this? It's an 8, it's a 9, or it's a 5. And it's not a set of 5s that often because you have a 5 in your hand. Now, I don't really feel like checking for pot control because I think this person has a lot of 8s or 9s, which I could fold out right now. Because none of them wanted to see that queen on the turn. And let's say he just calls you on that turn. You could keep firing because most likely you would have check raised and gotten greedy with a jack 10. Most likely you would have heard from a 2-pair. So this is going to be a lot of just 1 pairs going, please don't fire that river. And you can go, well, okay, I'm blocking bottom set. Let me rep that. Let's go. Let's rumble. But they go ahead and just fold right there. Why? Because that's a lot of 8s, 9s that just want to get to a cheap showdown. Now, did I turn my hand into a bluff? Yeah, sure. Did I need to? I don't know. It's going to be pretty hard to get this one to showdown. Pot controlling is fantastic if there's not many cards that are bad for you. Like if the board comes ace, king 2 and you have king, queen. Yeah, pot controlling's fine. You're not getting worse to call you that often. You're not getting better to fold. Here, every turn 6, 7, 10, jack. ace, spade is bad for you. And also, there's a great opportunity to get better to fold to you. I've just been challenging people when I play online now. I just give them barrels and say, deal with it. You know what? It's been going really well for me. If you want to learn how to do that, if you want to learn how to double barrel, triple barrel bluff, check out the training package in the information section of this video about how to triple barrel bluff. You'll love it. It's free. Go ahead and get that right now. And if you want more training just like this, go to pokerheadrush.com. That website, one more time, pokerheadrush.com.